We've got Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, also CJ also CD Deuce, also the dude that's flying around knocking people out on the field legally. But CJ, you play with, I like to say, a fury. Where did that develop, that fury that you play with, that controlled anger?
Okay, so funny story, I've been doubted my whole life. I ain't really been I was the top dog, but how you the top dog, you get doubted your whole life. So it's like, I feed off all the doubt, like I can't cover or I can't tackle. I'm scared to do this, I'm scared to do that. And for me being so violent, right, how I am as a football player on the field, it goes back to my junior year, or my sophomore year in college. I was the second graded highest player to miss tackles in the country. I was missing so many tackles. And I felt like that day, I finally saw what that was, and I was just like, man, I can't keep living like this on the field. Like, I gotta change my attitude. Like, I was always a pretty boy. I always want to look good. Man, it's all about going out there being that gritty player and just doing what your team need to do, what you're asking you to do. So I just go out there with the same chip on my shoulder. I play for my teammates. I don't really care for accolades. They don't really mean nothing to me, because if I ain't got my teammates, accolades don't come. If I ain't got the mind and the mental and the heart that I got now, it wouldn't be as good for me as it is today.
Now, speaking of mind, the Saints will employ you in a multitude of positions. You're all over the place. How much film study does that require of you, and how much, teaching during practice and training camp and those kinds of things does that require? Because again, you play several positions for this team.
Man, it's for an average person, it's hard. For a professional, it comes natural. So you gotta train yourself. You gotta practice your habits. Every day you gotta think about, how can I perfect my craft? So when I go out there, I just think about, okay, I know the nickel, the hardest position in football on defense. You got the most space, and you get the quickest guys, you get the best athletes in the middle. So it's like, I go in every day and just pick something. Every day I find something to work on, because you can't worry about too much. The moment you worry about everything else in the world, don't even be able to focus on the multiple jobs that the coach give you, that your teammates ask you to do. So my goal is, and AG taught me this, don't let my teammate down. That's all I've been trying to do.
Now, Sunday against San Francisco, last Sunday, you looked like you were in the equivalent of a defensive zone. Seems like everything happened right. Seems like you were all over the field. Did you kind of get that sense where whatever call Dennis Allen made, it was right for you?
Whatever call he made, I feel like it's right. I just know, like, our opponent's in trouble. Our opponent's in trouble for the rest of the year. And I feel like with us clicking together as a team, I'm just feeding off my teammates. And like I said, when I feel like he can make any call, I feel like it's for me every time. But we in the zone. We locked in, we ready to win. I'm just happy to be a part and contribute to the team.
You've had to kind of get by with what you have, and you guys always say next man up, and I guess it's essentially been next man up. What's that been like for the defense to kind of supplement and keep going and keep it moving?
I feel like it's that chip on our shoulder. I feel like everybody doubted us. And you can even, really go back to the all season, how everybody was like, how division changed and new faces, and everybody take bumps. And when those bumps occurred, we was just like, man, we the Saints. We not these other people, we don't fold. And a lot of people feel like we supposed to fold under pressure. I can't tell you how when we performing, so I feel like when we plug these guys in, these guys have been doing, these actually vets that's come in and play. These are not newcomers like P-Rock came in. P-Rock been leaving a long time. PJ been here for a while, so camaraderie that we got as a whole, from the offense to the defensive special team, is just, they go together, because you don't see one unit, you just see a team, if that makes sense.